Great! I thought my husband had pressed on the record button, but he didn't, so I have to redo this all over again. But okay. So, I was born in Ecuador, raised in Ecuador, just as my parents. Although my mom is half Lebanese, so I kind of have a bit of my Arab heritage within me, aside from my obvious Hispanic heritage. Growing up, I saw my parents having a pretty consistent lifestyle when it came to customs, traditions, and the way we lived our life, but food was a bit different. And now that I'm settled in Egypt with my new family, well, this has reminded me of some of these differences. So the first one is bread, and I think every culture has some sort of bread, whether it's flat, fluffy, eggless, yeast-free, any of them. By the way, all of these are homemade, and I'll be uploading some videos on how to make them, so stay tuned for that. In the Egyptian culture, you can virtually eat bread at any time. And the weird thing for me was that you could also do that during lunchtime, because bread for us is something that you eat only during breakfast or during dinner. Maybe as a snack, as a sandwich. So this is the thing, if you're gonna eat bread for lunch, it's probably just because you were lazy and you just made a sandwich. But it's not part of our traditional food, that's the point. In Egypt, they eat bread as part of their meal because it's part of the dish. So they eat, for example, ful and tamia. Ful is like a dish of beans and you eat that with bread. So you eat it inside the bread as like a little sandwich, or you put it on the side, always. Bread is a must. As for tamia, it's like little patties made of fava beans, deep fried fava bean patties, yes. And it's again eaten with bread. Piece of bread, and you take a piece of the tamia and you eat it, or you can simply put the tamia inside the bread. The toppings and seasonings for ful are endless. They can have sesame seed sauce or tomato sauce or simply garlic and lemon. Anyway, there are like many of them. The point is, it's something you can eat during lunch, and this is how they eat it. Actually, no, that screams foreign.
First, you put the ful in the bread.
Okay, in the bread. Okay. So, I don't use a spoon to eat, but I can use a spoon to serve. In the bread.
No. I mean, you take the ful with the bread.
Okay. With the bread. Like. Okay, this is as good as it gets. That was a tough one for me to get right. So, in Ecuador, let's say we are trying fava beans also, or beans, any kind of beans as a traditional dish. So we serve it with rice, the beans, and a fried maqueño. I miss maqueño so much. It's like a special kind of banana which we can fry. I know it sounds weird, but it's not. It's delicious. So that's it. You take with a fork, right? You eat the beans, a little bit of rice, and a piece of imaginary maqueño. And that's it, that's a bite. No need for bread. Some people will say something like, no, but in restaurants they do serve you like little buns with butter. Yeah, but that's like an appetizer. Okay, it's not part of the meal. You don't put rice inside the bread or the beans inside the bread or even the fried maqueño. You don't do that. That's weird. So no se hace. I like both lunches and they're delicious in their own way. They're just different. Living in Egypt, it's like, yay, lunchtime! And then bread is not the first thing that comes to my head. But I'm getting used to it. Actually, I'm kind of used to it already. So let us know what are some of the interesting eating habits that people from other cultures have, and let us know in the comments below. See you next time.